Hey everyone, without Parole Games, this is Justin Parada. And to my right, your left, my favorite game cat. And to my left, your right, I have my drink. In fact, let me put my Sambuca down. Here you go, Sammy. Put my drink down too on the counter, the way I like it. Welcome to Viewer Takeover. And remember, this is Justin Parada, and I love you a lot.
Brian's was better.
Brian's is better, right?
Yeah.
This is the Midnight Games Cast. We record every Monday night at midnight, and then we bring it to YouTube every Tuesday as the weekly wrap-up every Wednesday as PlayStation VR, VR, and then every Thursday as this right here. It's Viewer Takeover, where we let you, the loyal Game Cats.
Wow.
We let you take over the show. We scour the comments, and then we read all the comments, and then we answer your questions, or we talk about whatever you want us to talk about, because this is a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Before we go any further, we want to make sure we thank Justin Parada for that fantastic introduction.
Thanks, Justin.
Dude, we
Thank you.
Absolutely love you. Justin and I played a lot of games together online. He is definitely a loyal game cat.
Sweet.
And fairly local, too. He doesn't live that far away.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he used to spend a lot of time in Plymouth, the Cape, the whole area.
Oh, nice.
So who knows?
It's like an hour out.
It's like not that far.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we don't reveal our exact location to the viewers. Listen, before we get started, I want to make sure that we
He's getting closer every day, Michelle.
Maybe it's a less.
With that skin. Maybe.
I want to make sure we thank the loyalists of all Game Cats.
Yes.
And that's right down here, our Patreon.
That's just fun to do.
Our Patreon pledges down there. You guys are the greatest people on the face of the planet, because you are slowly, one by one, dollar by dollar, making our dreams come true.
Absolutely.
One day we will do this full time. One day we will do
One
this.
day Brian will buy a gaming chair. That's his dream.
Have
you ever had one of those?
No.
Good, me neither.
No, it sounds like a lot of unnecessary space taken.
Yeah.
No. But I do swear to playing PlayStation VR in the computer chair. Get to swirl around.
Oh yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yes.
So all these people down here, they give us varying amounts of money over on Patreon.
Yes, they do.
They give us anywhere from so right now we got
awesome.
an amazing Game Cat giving us $50 a month.
That's insane. I know.
But we only ask you, the loyal Game Cats, for $1 a month to make all of this happen. But we give you something back for that $1 a month.
What do we give them back, Brian?
That's not how this works.
Michelle, what do we give them back?
Basically like a talent show.
Yeah.
Can we go with that?
A weekly talent show.
Absolutely.
A weekly talent
Every
show.
week.
Yeah, we go anywhere from 5 to Brian
37 minutes.
40, 50.
I went for a long time.
Minutes.
I had a lot of questions to answer.
Yeah.
I answered them all.
We have a lot to say. We have a little to say. We laugh. We cry. We share a moment with you.
It's a little different.
We don't really talk about video games unless we do. You know, it's
sometimes
whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
This last week I did an AMA, and then this week you told a little story about riding a scooter.
Yep.
So
I did.
Every week you never know what to expect.
Sibian
but basically, your $1 a month gets
Never know
you
what to
4
expect.
episodes. Count them. 4.
1,
boop, boop.
2,
Thank you.
3.
And
4.
thank you.
I can't count past 3.
That's an issue. We should do a Litterbox episode on that. So the shows are called Litterbox. We do 4 a month. Every week we rotate the host, and that's a quarter an episode.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
So thank you,
Cool.
all of you down below here. We
Thank
appreciate
you very
you.
much. Absolutely.
Thanks, kitties.
Yeah.
And I do want to say one thing before we move on to the actual comments.
Sure.
There's been a lot of talk in the community recently about.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just double checking, making sure this isn't actually one of the comments. Indeed, it is. Indeed, it's our first comment.
Okay.
Right?
Brian, would you like to read our first comment?
I would love to read
There
our
we
first
go.
comment.
Please do. On your mark.
So sorry for delaying comment number 1.
Get set.
The big 001.
Yeah.
00001.
The big
Flight of
001.
confidence.
Or the_big_001. So we wrote in the Without Parole Game Cats PlayStation 4 community. Make sure you join that on the PlayStation 4. Just search for Without Parole Game Cats in the community and you'll find it.
Game Cats being one word.
Game Cats being one word. The Big 001 wrote, maybe if Brian is up for it, do a collection in the community for a 360-degree camera. I would love to see you guys in 3D, and I would be willing to donate for that.
Nice.
So here's the deal. It's something I wanted to bring up. I wanted to discuss. I know a lot of the Game Cats have been talking about the 360-degree camera, about doing.
It does keep getting brought up.
Yep, they want to watch us with a VR helmet on in 360 degrees.
I would do that as well.
I'd be totally down for that.
I'd watch
Oh, you'd finally watch our show?
I'd finally watch it.
The problem is now it's not about the money to buy the camera right now. I'd be more than happy to just like dive right in and buy the camera, but to film this episode, to film these shows, and then go back and edit not only the 2D version for YouTube, and then the 360-degree version for PlayStation VR,
and eventually audio,
and then the MP3s for the audio. Here's the issue. The issue is I don't have time to just take care of all of that. Right now we're at maximum capacity.
So what you're saying is Brian is not up for it.
That's a lot.
So
Brian.
A lot of people have been asking for it, and that's why I kind of set a pretty high Patreon goal. Because what happens at the $2,000 a month goal, and let's be fair here, there's 5,500 Game Cats. Okay? If half of you guys give us $1 on Patreon
We're almost
every
at
month.
5,600.
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty close.
If even half of you guys gave us $1 a month on Patreon, we'd already be there.
Yeah.
And what that would allow me to do is take some extra time to get this stuff done, right? As it is, I'm already taking shifts off of work every week to review games and to film the Gamescast earlier sometimes. So what I need is to be able to take another day off from work every week to be able to take care of all the editing and rendering and uploading that this would require. So it's not
you
like
need an assistant.
So it's not like, as the Big 001 wrote, said, hey, let's contribute so we can help buy a camera. No, you need to contribute to help me find the time
to keep it up,
to be able to do this every single week. So that's more what we're looking at here, is to kind of like make up for lost
and then also
money.
find a way that so that he doesn't have to ever sleep again. That would also be good.
Time has been very, very difficult to manage around here, especially when we got bunches of new games coming out every week. The reviews take so many hours to play, then review and edit and all this stuff. So that's all we're looking for here is a little bit of you guys contribute to us, and I give you back what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Word.
So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Jeremy, that one looks like it's for you.
This one does look like it's for you.
This does look like it's fun. You drink coffee through a straw?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's iced coffee through a stainless steel straw.
It's iced coffee.
You,
All right.
you go up to Dunkin' Donuts and they give you
All right, an iced coffee.
iced coffee. They
See,
give
I
you
thought
a
it was
straw
hot.
with it.
I wasn't thinking. Because I haven't seen you drink iced coffee, because usually grabbing your coffee
This
that
has
you made
nothing to
3
do with
days
the
ago,
comment, by the way.
Yeah.
over there.
I drink iced coffee throughout the entire summer.
And then you switch.
And the day the weather gets cold enough, like it's like that nice cold
It's a
fall,
switch.
like burr, chill in the air.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I put on my brand new hoodie, my brand new jeans, my brand new T-shirt.
You buy a brand new set every fall and put them on?
I do. I do. I spend about $200 on clothes every year.
Yeah.
And then every year I just get rid of the old batch because I wear the crap out of them. Because I'm always in work clothes.
I guess that's true. I don't see a ton of clothes around here.
Oh, there's
Just games.
I suddenly
just need
feel
to
like
throw
I
them
need
away.
an upgrade on my closet.
So and I put on all those new clothes.
Yeah.
Right, for the first time, because I only care about new hoodies and new T-shirts and new jeans when the cold weather comes around. And then I walk
We're
down.
learning something new about
I
Brian.
walk down to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
I buy myself a nice hot extra large black coffee, and I celebrate that moment every year, going, "Thank Christ, summer's over," because that shit's bullshit.
Oh.
Okay, summer's dumb.
I get sad.
Summer's uncomfortable.
And then winter
no.
comes
I'm
and I
always-
get depressed.
I'm always,
know,
I'm always
everything's
sweaty. I'm always hiding from the sun,
Brian.
like closing the blinds.
Well,
I finally
that's 'cause
open the blinds
you
when
do
fall
that.
rolls around.
Everything's dead, gone, barren,
It's
freezing. It's a trek to get any. Oh, you don't
But
go
October is there.
He doesn't
and-
go
and
anywhere.
scary-
See, it's easy
that's-
for
yeah.
him.
Haunted houses are back. Scary movies are back.
anywhere. We like the outside.
I like the
We like
outside
the
when it's
outside.
nice out.
Contains us.
us.
I'm not talking about the winter. I'm not talking about. I'm
He's
talking
just
about,
talking about
about the
iced coffee,
fall.
Dan.
talking
Iced
about the
coffee.
fall. It's the best season for so many reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm trying right now to convince you guys
You look at him. He's glowing.
that I'm right.
His heart's beating.
Because
There's a
I
heart
am.
in there because he's talking about the fall.
No,
sizes.
just beating fast because he's drinking coffee.
Oh, that might be true.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need more coffee.
There you go. I like your tie, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It
it
only
almost
took
matches
you-
your 5 point.
It only took you 3 episodes to comment on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you
He's
see that?
been waiting.
Did you see the guy who was like
Yes.
a nervous
Freaked
wreck
out
because we
because it
moved
was
the
over
box for
here.
one episode?
That was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
You were
Don't
like,
worry, I
moving
moved,
it
the
back
I
now.
moved the box back for you. Don't worry, sir. You're back in
It's
the
right
clear.
back.
Yes.
Yeah, everything's good.
Jeremy, would you like to read the next comment?
Sure. Bucket O'Phil.
A whole bucket of Phil.
A whole bucket O'Phil. Not bucket O'File.
Bucket of Phil. You are a legend around here now.
You are.
Bucket
It's true.
O'File.
From
Glad
Viewer
I
Takeover.
could provide such entertainment. ... My name is Phil. Laughing out loud.
It'd been a while since I laughed that hard on the Gamescast.
Lovely.
I had such a good time
That
last
was
week. You guys
that
were.
was such a fun episode.
It was a goofy one.
It was goofy, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Phil.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank you
Phil.
for the comments.
I gotta be honest, I
Sorry
was a little
that-
concerned that, like, I was like, oh, his name's Phil or he's a pedophile. Either way, I was like, thank you for having a good sense of humor about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for not getting
Thanks
mad
for
at us.
allowing
That
me
just
butchering your
kinda,
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Phil.
Jeremy fucked
I
everything up.
fucked it. Bucket O'File. Michelle.
All right, Jonathan Pierce from Viewer Takeover. Is that a thing or just
It is a thing,
All
Michelle.
right.
You've made it one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
What's up?
I noticed you've added the comment to the bottom of the screen. Great idea. Hope it wasn't too much extra work, because you need to keep it in.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Is it on the bottom of the screen right now?
We don't know.
It is.
Oh.
It is.
It's a lot of extra work. But it's good. The reason I put it in to begin with,
It was for Phil.
it was for Bucket of Phil because I felt like that comment needed to be on the screen. Everyone needed to see his screen name as you mispronounced it. I was like, otherwise the joke just like wouldn't be properly
Yeah.
conveyed.
And then it would just be us laughing for no reason. Which we do anyways.
And I was like, well, I'm not going to do it just for one comment. I'm going to do
Yeah.
it for all the comments because
Right.
now it's a thing.
Yeah.
And now it's a thing.
And now it's a thing. So, I used to love editing Viewer Takeover because there was no editing. It was
Yeah.
just like, throw the beginning, throw the end. But now with the
How long
Patreon,
did that go for you?
now with the Patreon support is going on down there, that takes
Yeah.
forever to make sure I get all the names in the right order,
Yeah.
spelled correctly, the new ones in, the old ones out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then with all the comments, this is like super labor intensive. Like
It's getting more challenging, Brian.
it is.
You really
it
need
is.
to hire that intern.
But I absolutely love making a nice, polished product for all of our viewers.
Thank you
Yes.
for polishing.
Thank you for polishing all the knobs.
I didn't know who was gonna say it. I'm glad it wasn't me.
You knew who it was going to be.
I heard you.
Our favorite PlayStation VR Theater contributor, RIP
Awesome.
RPH, wrote
Yep.
on PlayStation VR multiplayer calendar the breaking news. Not so breaking news, but not, especially when you create it yourself. RIP RPH wrote, I think that you need to take it a step further and create a calendar for release dates. It's so hard to keep track of. If you make a graphic with the release dates on them, everyone knows what's coming. Maybe you could show it at the end of PlayStation VR Theater, so then the Game Cats not only know what's coming, but when.
True.
So RIP RPH, here is
Why don't you do more?
here's the deal. A, that's a wonderful idea.
It is a great idea.
That was, yeah.
B,
I actually
Brian
remember
lets
reading that.
nobody
earlier. I
into
was
his
like, oh,
apartment.
that's genius.
You need help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you before, if you know how to make coffee and you want to do it in your
Anyways.
underwear, you're probably hired, especially if you're about 5'4", 5'5". and a half.
Comment below, 5'4".
Yeah, seriously. Asian helps.
Yeah, I'm 5'4", not Asian though, so
Ben
I
Duong,
cannot.
if you're watching. No, so Ben Duong made an Asian joke. I couldn't stop laughing. It's like, all right. More importantly, though, it's such a good idea
Yeah.
that I can't not do it. So with any luck, we're all looking back at the weekly wrap up and going, man, he made this guy's dream come true.
Yeah.
Like, he fulfilled RIPRPH's wish. With any luck, this is
It's
happening.
such a good idea,
Right?
though.
Yeah,
Because
it's
what
a
I
good
want,
idea.
because you know how we had the Patreon supporters going by down there.
Yeah.
I want release dates during the weekly wrap up to be going on down there.
There you go.
Right?
Sure.
And I think that's cool. People tune in, they like get some information right off the bat while they watch us dick around.
Yeah.
And like, oh look, they're actually like telling us something while they're not telling us
Yeah.
anything.
See,
That
we
would be
started.
nice, yeah.
Games were displayed but we didn't
So
start
as we
talking.
ramble
Yeah.
and talk
Right.
about nothing. Yeah.
So that's the hope. Is that the problem is finding release dates for all these games is half impossible. RAPRPH actually wrote below this a list of games that he knows the release dates of, but half of them are like sometime in October, sometime Q4 2017, sometime this, and then there's a bunch of games we know are coming this year, and we just don't know when.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult, especially when I just get the ball rolling here. I can't wait to see what this thing actually looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
On the episode from 2 days ago. We'll see.
We shall see.
But
We
thank you for the
shall
suggestion,
see.
guys. Keep those
Great
kind of suggestions
suggestion.
coming. Like if there are things you want to see, we want to know what they are.
Yeah.
Because the better we can make this show for you, and go fuck off all the people who say, it's been 8 minutes and they haven't talked about games. Yeah, that's not what this show's about.
No.
Yeah,
Clearly.
we love you anyway. Go watch our other shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Who's up?
Jeremy.
Jupiter Skies from viewer Takeover.
What's up, Jupiter Skies?
Out of the
up,
three of you, have you ever played No Man's Sky? And if so, do you think it would be a good game for PSVR? Great show. Viewing from Tokyo, Japan.
Sweet.
And yes, I have not traded in my No Man's Sky for the hopes that you never know. There would be a patch. I know there probably is not going to be. But it would be great if it did. And I'm just waiting to see where that game goes in general. Because they do keep patching it. One recently just came out or is coming out. I forget.
Non-stop patches.
Yeah.
Left and right.
So I want to see where I spent the money, and I'm not going to make anywhere near any of it back. So I'm just letting it.
What version did you buy?
Letting
Just
it
normal
patch
retail?
itself
Day
up.
one, yeah.
Collector's edition?
No, just a standard.
Right.
Yeah.
I bought the collector's edition, so it was like an extra $20 or something.
Yeah.
And then like for the following 6 months, like you couldn't give that thing away. It was like here for $5 you can get the collector's edition.
That sucks.
I don't want. Yeah.
But I held on to it because I'm also hoping for VR support.
Yeah.
What was your initial impressions of the game?
At first, I thought it had potential, and then I kept thinking that, and then I stopped playing it.
I kept thinking it had potential. It never achieved
it never-
that
it never
potential.
had happened.
Never did.
So here's my experience with No Man's Sky. Start the game up,
Yep.
and it goes, "Hey, go to this waypoint."
Yeah.
It's like halfway across the planet.
Yeah.
And the only way you have to get there is by walking.
Yeah.
And it's like literally 40 minutes.
I'm walking.
I'm like just
Oh,
holding the
There's no
analog stick
run.
down. I'm like sipping coffee. I'm like trying to eat food. Just watching
Pull
this
out the
thing,
duct tape
right?
and just tape it down. Walk away.
And then you go pick up the one item, and then they're like, okay, now bring it back to your ship.
Yeah.
You're like,
40
what do you
minutes
mean?
back to the original spot. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm missing something here.
I
I'm
suddenly like
obviously-
teleportation.
I'm missing something here. I don't know why I have to why is the tutorial taking an hour for this like round trip walk around the
Right,
planet?
yeah.
And everything just seemed kind of like that. It's like, why is everything taking so long?
And you got to replenish constantly. Everything needs a resource to replenish something, but you need something to make that resource before you put this resource in, and it also is required for that thing too. So you're
Oh
gonna
my
make
gosh.
it just keeps going.
And so you
Chaos.
finally build the ship,
Yeah.
or you repair the ship, or whatever it is, and you're like, sweet,
Yeah.
I get to like leave this planet that had nothing on it, and I get to like go into the atmosphere and like and go find another planet.
Yeah.
And then you go find another planet, and you dock your ship, and you're like, oh, here I am at this other planet that looks remarkably similar to the first planet.
Yeah, you land. You're like, did I just?
With just as
circle?
little to
Where-
do.
Where am I?
Right.
And all the original trailers had like these amazing, like cool creatures that
Yeah.
like stories above you.
Yeah, dinosaur looking shit.
Didn't
Yeah.
see any of those,
Yeah.
or anything even remotely cool.
It was all basically the same type of looking animal, but it had a different name if you were on a different planet.
Yeah,
for the most part.
And then all the
You
stories
didn't
of
shoot
like
the dinosaurs, did you?
another shooting dinosaur question.
I'm sure I did. I don't remember though.
We'll get back to you.
Just curious.
No, you only could shoot. No, you could shoot the animals, right?
Yeah, but I don't think you could kill them. I think they just ran away or something.
Yeah.
It's been a while. This game came out over a year ago.
Yeah.
At this point, just
The
over a
little
year.
robot thingies that always bothered you. Every time you landed somewhere, they came
mosquitoes.
around as you were trying to grab the resources, and I just would kill them because they'd be annoying.
Yeah. So we're talking about all these awful elements that this game entails. Why the hell do we want to play it in VR?
So it has potential.
Yeah.
Because everything's
think-
better in VR.
yeah,
VR makes everything better.
yeah. I think it could be pretty neat in VR.
But-
It might make us.
Is it gonna be that much different though?
Well, I hope with all the updates that come out prior to that too, to fill in all these voids that people are bitching about, because it is a pretty sparing.
If you guys could just remake the game.
Well, and I think
Same concept.
Add more frosting on that cake because I
Yeah.
can see the cake through the
Sprinkles.
frosting.
Yeah.
I think
Very spare.
what's been happening over the last year is that Hello Games, with Sean Murray being in the lead of that, they've really taken everybody's comments to heart and just kept adding and adding and adding and adding to the game to the point where now, from what it sounds like, I mean, I haven't played it since launch.
I haven't either.
It sounds like they're finally getting to the stop yawning to the place where it sounded like it was supposed to be at launch. Like there's base building and
you can now meet up with players from what I hear too.
is that a thing? Because that was my question. Is like the multiplayer was totally non-existent or broken from out of the box. And if that's a thing, we can actually meet up with other players. Suddenly, I'm interested.
Yeah, that would be different. You know, if you could take on and gather resources together.
I want to go find a planet, name it Planet Brian Paul, and own that planet. And hopefully, it's got some cool dinosaurs I can shoot the fuck out of.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna name my planet Mama Cat.
Mama Cat. I like it.
Yeah. Wow.
So to answer your question, no, we haven't played No Man's Sky for a year.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But if they add VR support, you can definitely sign me up. I'll pay. Even though I bought it at launch, in the collector's edition, at that, I would gladly pay $20 for a VR patch.
On top, yeah.
Yep, to make this game something I'm interested in again.
The entire game, though,
The entire game.
not just a fragment of it.
Nope, $20. I want the whole game to be playable in VR. Even though you've already got some of my money, Hello Games, you can have more of it. Stop fucking yawning, because this is a game. And just like is Elite Dangerous is the other one we talk about a lot. Hopefully that's coming to VR. It's the same idea, same kind of like go to this planet and explore, go to this planet and go fly and whatever.
Yep.
That's if we can get that in VR, I'd be thrilled with
great,
either one of these. Yep. So let's hope that happens because I bought Elite Dangerous and I have not opened it yet because there's no VR support.
There you
So
go.
why should I?
Who's up?
Alrighty.
Europe,
Oh, lefty.
Asia, North America.
So Nightbear commented.
Night Bear.
Hey, Nightmare.
How you doing?
Oh, I said nightmare. Nightbear.
Oh no, nightmare. Nightmare's not a nightmare.
But he's a knight, like a haha knight.
Good nightmare. You're a good nightmare.
Brian.
You're a good nightmare. Want to snuggle? So lonely.
Oh, Brian.
Megaton rainfall breaking news.
Indeed.
Yes.
What a great breaking news report that
It
was.
says, actually, can you just read the first word for me,
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy?
Just
Is
the
this
first
in like
I think that you'd be...
parcel? What is that?
Parcel tongue?
Oh,
Parcel
parcel
tongue.
tongue.
Right?
Oh, very nice.
You want me to do it?
I want you to do it.
Yes.
Period.
Is this the test they give you when you have asthma? You have to blow a tube?
Oh, I have one of those at my house.
Oh.
Blow tube? I had one of those. I had quite a few of those in college.
No,
Yes.
Michelle, it's not supposed to have a mushroom dome at the end. It's like he's talking about one that's cut off and hollow.
Yeah, this one goes.
So night.
It doesn't have a
So
big
Nightbear.
vein. It's not black. Yeah.
Things that vibrate.
Or it doesn't go from doesn't do that either.
Jeremy's got his own
Where do
toys.
I get one of those?
Jeremy's house, apparently.
Yes,
Yeah,
come over.
I'm never going there.
Dildos, dildos are under the bed.
I've thought it's haunted. Yeah, it's really all the dildos under my bed. Not yours all this time.
I heard about this game an age ago. Then boom, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I also heard it got canceled, so never looked into it again. And now, thank you to you, my dreams. Sorry. My dreams of War of the Worlds superhero game is coming. Thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
By the way, have you heard about Agony for PSVR? Keep up the good work.
Let's take this piece
Thank
by
you,
piece.
Nightbear.
Yes, there's a few
All right,
things.
so should we start with yes?
Yes. We're all very excited.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it did. What happened with Megaton Rainfall is that it got debuted
Yes.
years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago or something.
I didn't mean to do that.
No.
Yes.
And everyone's like, "Oh, this looks so cool," and then it just
And
disappeared.
then, like you said,
And my
boom,
only
nothing.
my only guess is that Sony was like, "This looks like an awesome game for our upcoming PlayStation VR headset.
Yeah.
Let's like throw some money at them and and hopefully help them make a better game and something compatible with VR."
Yeah.
I can only assume that's where all this time has gone because it's been I think 4 years since I first heard about this game.
Oh, really?
And it does not seem like a kind of game that would take 4 years to make. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
True. verifiable.
All right.
Next up, I'll thank you.
And no, I haven't heard
Thank
of
you
Agony.
to you, my dreams, for.
Yeah, it does look very War of the Worlds like, and also superhero game all in one. I love that. The concept of this game looks fantastic. Somebody said it looks like a rail shooter. It's not a rail shooter. It looks very much the opposite of that.
Open,
It sounds like they're giving you a lot of freedom,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. And have you heard about Agony for PlayStation VR?
Yes.
Have you heard about Agony for PlayStation VR? The one, the only, Michelle Baracchioni.
Yep. First person survival horror. That's about all I got.
Yeah.
Really?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh.
That's all I got.
I'm sure there's a video of Agony playing down here.
Oh,
You heard of
fantastic.
Agony?
I have now.
You're so unhelpful.
I'm probably sure I have.
What
I
do
just
we
have,
pay you
my
for?
memory is shit. I don't get paid.
None of us
I
get
do get
paid.
free water once. This is the first time
I
I've gotten
forgot.
free water.
Can we pull up the trailer and watch it?
Yeah, no, right now, it's all good. What it looks like is...
We could cut it out and patch it back in.
It is a supposedly a survival horror game, but
Yeah.
there's like a 10-minute clip of gameplay online, and all it looks like is you're walking through like this gory corridors in hell,
Yeah.
like with just like some disturbing imagery.
Huh.
Not a whole lot of gameplay shown, but it looks like something I would still be into because I'm weird.
Okay.
Right.
You are weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how it relates to Megaton Rainfall. Probably just a different question.
Just by the way,
You got a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Night
Twofer.
Fair.
Tufa.
I like twofers.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Ships Geek Out. Jeremy's fan.
Yeah.
Wrote on PlayStation VR Theater last week. He wrote, "Yeah, right." Oh, this is in relation to the bonus footage.
Yeah, the bonus
Oh,
footage.
jeez.
So if you watch to the end of the video, you'll know what Ships Geek Out is talking about. He wrote, "Yeah, right, Jeremy. Like you don't know how thin stomach lining is. I will become a patron if." For a Litterbox video, you make a sitcom called The Killer, The Faux Hawk, and The Girl That's Out of Their League.
That would be
actually
a good
really
one.
funny.
Yes, that would be a good.
Who's
Good,
making the comic
sitcom.
book?
Yeah, I feel like that's sort of the theme of every episode of Ships Geek Out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally out of our league.
I wasn't
Michelle
thinking so.
Varacchioni,
The Killer.
the killer with the booty.
So-
Didn't we comment on it? Oh yeah, I do. Have
Like, you're the killer.
I'm the
so-
killer.
How do we create a sitcom where you're the killer?
I don't know. Well, I
How do you
mean,
make killing funny.
it's always funny if done right.
It's always funny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I thought that in my head too.
Yeah.
it's I forget it. But anyways, so no, you don't. Yeah,
How do you become the phone?
killers never admit it.
The answer.
It's a terrible killer.
The easy answer is we're not getting $1 a month from Ships Geek Out.
No, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
But thank
Damn
you for
it.
trying, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
Brian,
I'll see you later.
or
but you
not
won't
Brian,
see me.
Jeremy.
Yes, Jeremy.
Doctor Doom 223.
What's up, Dr. Doom 223?
The Midnight
Doom.
Game. Yeah, well, the Midnight Gamecast 33.3 topic of the week. Our first week with PlayStation VR.
Yeah, can you believe? Remember when we used to do topic of the week?
Wow.
Wow, I do.
All the way back in episode 33. What is it?
It
73?
just sounded so natural when you said it. I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, topic of the week. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
right?
we don't do that
You forget.
anymore.
I know,
Yeah.
so long ago. And when we used to zap ourselves for the brief time too.
Oh crap!
That was a
Should
lot
we
of
bring
fun.
that back on the 100th episode?
Maybe on a Patreon.
Oh, I don't know if
Maybe on a
that's...
Letterbox episode.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe in like February we can
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. All right.
Or maybe right before, when you
So-
get really annoyed.
You get really annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zap you.
I'll finish later. October 20th, 2016, 141 views. Remember those? We were probably screaming about that number.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the reason I
Seriously, though.
the reason I wrote down the date and the number of views
Yeah.
is because that's accurate as of this filming. Is that so? Something we did 10 months ago
Yeah.
still to this day only has 141 views,
Right.
Wow. Oh wow.
and that was 10 months ago. And
Yeah.
this is basically the topic of the week is the equivalent of our viewer takeover.
True.
And last week's viewer takeover views were over 1,000.
1,700 as of this filming.
1,700. Yes. So
Two-
big difference. We've
Yeah.
come a long way because of you guys.
So before we
Yes.
even get to Dr. Doom's comment,
Yeah.
I want to. I took a step back earlier today when I saw this comment, and I was like, I put a lot of pressure on myself and these guys and Des, and to make sure that every episode is like the best episode we can possibly make, to make sure that every week we have like a better week than the week before.
He hits us.
Yeah, I hate everybody.
No, hits us.
Oh, I love you all, including them. So the deal is that like I'll beat myself up like if I
Or us.
on days where we only get like 20 subscribers or something, like 20 new subscribers, or like we don't get enough views on a specific video.
Yeah.
Like I totally beat myself up, and I'm like, this is bullshit. Maybe people have lost interest in the channel. Maybe
Oh, geez. So Brian and I work together, and on moments that he's not occupied with what he's supposed to be doing, he's constantly checking on the phone and just going like this, being like, do we have more subscribers yet? Do we have more
checking
so,
subscriber counts,
it is,
checking messages, checking
it's a constant
emails,
thing.
checking
Constant.
comments, and seeing like
Right.
when I'm at work, I'm still totally all about this channel instead of my head is not in the right place when I'm at work.
or bring the notebook to work and write down what you need to say later on. Yeah,
Exactly.
constantly.
So it's
You always seem to miss the meetings at work. Des is always there.
that is always there.
Sorry, guys.
So,
Brian doesn't let me out of the closet.
but when
Understandable.
is there something you want to tell us? It should just be your next Patreon Glitterbox episode.
Stay tuned.
I don't think anyone's going to be shocked, no matter what you have to say.
Like he's not though.
What do you
I
mean he's
really
not?
think he is.
So,
You've got everyone on their toes.
JD, the reason that people are paying attention to this video suddenly is because JD, Loyal Game Cat and moderator on the Without Parole Game Cats community, pointed everyone into this video, saying, "Hey, this is their. Let's all go look back and remind everyone what these guys thought of PlayStation VR during their very first week." Which is exactly what the topic of the week was. Our first week with PlayStation VR.
Was that the purple tight episode?
It was.
That was.
It was.
That was why I'm wearing purple tights today, because of that episode. That's funny.
So this is it's just
Random.
a reminder. It's a reminder of how far we've come,
Yeah.
and that like me putting like all these like stupid goals about like we have to have another 1,000 subscribers this
Right.
month, or we have to have like this number by the end of the year. Like it just puts everything in perspective. And for me, that's a big deal because it's so easy. Like when you see like a small amount of success, you want a lot more success. And I'm taking a giant step back right now when it comes to my expectations.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm absolutely thrilled how far we've come.
What we have, yeah.
And every week, just seeing the comments pour in and seeing how amazing you guys are. The loyal viewers and I can't ask for anything more right now because we've already come way further in the last 10 months
Yeah, really.
than
Huh?
I ever could have expected. So
How many comments, I wonder, on that video?
very few,
Yeah.
very few, with only 100.
We didn't get many comments before. Remember, we were like
Blown
begging
away.
people, please comment.
Even if it was 9, it was amazing.
Even if it's bad, just say something. Let us know you're listening.
Yeah. Sometimes, I do the same. I'm at work. I'm always looking to see if there's new comments.
New comments, yeah.
I honestly,
also, news first. Let's go.
and a lot of times with work, I can't focus on responding the way I'd want to, so I don't get to really respond too much,
Right.
And I'd like to. I'm trying to do more, but yeah, it's neat,
Yeah.
seeing like all the
We
comments
always
and how
read
far.
them.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I know most of you guys, most of the viewers that are watching now are it's something like 20% of all of our viewers are new just from the last month. 40% are from the
That's
last 2 months,
crazy.
and 60% are from the last 3 months. So it's crazy to know the majority of the people watching right now, they're brand new viewers.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like 3 months old.
Yeah.
So
Only seen it as kind of what it is,
yeah.
Right.
So we don't look back at old episodes.
A little
Oh,
different.
jeez, no.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Don't do it.
All right. Speaking of
We
old
don't
episodes,
advise.
what is the comment that Dr. Doom 223 wrote to us?
Let's see. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry for the side
Did I start this? All right. VR hangover is definitely a legitimate thing when you first start playing. My first game I put multiple hours on was Here They Lie, and playing late night. When I was done, I fell asleep, and then an hour or two later, my wifey woke me up and said she heard something, and shit you not, I still felt like I was in VR when I was walking through the house. No more VR hangover anymore, but man, does real life and VR start to feel like it's merging from time to time. That's what I fear if you play Grand Theft Auto in VR and then drive to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
right?
Right, that's the thing.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, there's consequences.
Yeah. What do you mean I can't do this?
Yeah.
Doop.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems
Okay.
VR Hangover was something I think we talked about quite a bit.
Yeah.
When we first started playing, I remember saying something along the lines of like when I was playing Here They Lie, I felt like I was doing something wrong. Like I was going into this like really perverted world, and it was interesting. Like I was like, why do I want to keep going back into this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it felt like I was going into a world. And now that we're all like a little more accustomed to VR as a whole, we don't get that so much.
Right.
But I do remember, as Dr. Doom wrote here, I remember being at work one day and I went to grab a glass. Now, it sounds like something I'd make up, but it's totally true. I did this, like did the trigger thing to like, as you would do with the move controller in your hand. Like,
That's when you know you're playing too much.
And I tried to grab a glass by going that instead of with my whole hand. And I for a second I was like, what just happened?
That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Probably not enough sleep, but also too much VR at the time.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's a thing, and hopefully we all get over it quickly because we don't want any Grand Theft Audio scenarios.
Yeah.
Yesterday when I played Super Hot for the first time,
Super hot.
Super hot.
that was the longest I've played VR in a while.
Super.
So when I took the headset off, I was like, whoa. You gotta remember to
wanna
take it off
shoot.
every now and then,
Yeah, really.
right?
Like, time's moving no matter
Like,
what I
oh
do.
my gosh, right? So that was a little weird. But, all right.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Doom. That definitely brings me back quite a bit. And, yeah.
Wow.
And then,
Brian Deal.
who's you? Yeah.
Viewer Takeover.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For Wetro 100. Who wanted a dinosaur game without shooting? Maybe we need a photography game.
Like Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Pokemon Snap.
Like Pokemon
Oh,
Snap.
I want to go into a Pokemon world.
Yeah. I think that's the
Crimson
thing with,
Butterfly, wasn't that
Can
a
I
photograph game?
Pokemon VR instead of
Remember that
Pokemon
Siren? Oh, what was that?
Wait, Crimson Butterfly was Fatal Frame 2.
Fatal Frame. Remember that? How creepy with the camera? Oh, it's terrifying.
Right. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I harp on and on about is if I want a Fatal Frame game.
Can you
Harp on?
imagine?
Yeah, that's
That would
exactly
be
what I want.
so sick. Those are creepy games.
Right. And I don't remember where I talked about this. I don't feel like it must have been on like a I think it was on a live stream because I couldn't quite convey this.
Yeah.
But like what I want is to play a Fatal Frame game in VR, but have the camera. It's like I want to control everything in first person using the move controllers.
Yeah.
And then when I pick the camera up, I want to just like literally put the two move controllers like up like this,
Yeah.
and then have the camera in front of my face.
Oh,
To
absolutely.
take the pictures.
That'd be
It-
awesome.
It just feels like a natural fit.
Yeah.
And if Sony is really working on like Move 2.0 controllers with
That'd
analog
be neat.
sticks, fucking sign me up. This sounds like the best thing ever.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
but I think with Pokemon Snap, with that idea, I think this is we were talking a little bit during the break about how amazing an official Mario Kart in VR game would be.
It'd be awesome.
And I think Nintendo needs to get on the ball here,
Yeah.
and create their own VR units somehow. I don't think the Switch is powerful enough for this.
No.
But they need to figure it out because we all want to play Nintendo games in VR. Those bright,
Oh, it'd be
cartoony,
great.
colorful
So
worlds.
bad.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So bad. Absolutely.
Yep. Mario, can you imagine playing Mario Kart in VR?
You know what? I can.
Yeah,
and that's
the
why I
thing.
want
yeah.
it so bad.
it'd be it'd be
because
I
fantastic.
get giddy just
The
thinking about it.
multiplayer, it'd be
Oh,
wonderful.
online play. Oh my gosh.
Great.
All we've gotten so far is VR carts. And I don't know if that's even available in the US yet, but I reviewed the European version. And man, it like had that glimmer of potential where you're
Right.
like, this looks like Mario Kart, kind of, and it plays like Mario Kart,
Kind of.
but it never like really came together, and all the weapons were stupid, and like I don't know, all the tracks looked a
Yeah.
little too similar,
Yeah.
and it just didn't feel quite right. I was like, man, if with a few minor adjustments, this could be Mario
We
Kart
could
VR.
do it. We
Why
could
doesn't
do
somebody
it.
out there be like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna make one that's almost exactly Mario Kart, and it's gonna be a hit. Instead of being like, I gotta make something slightly different. Let's make a race game where it's a wheel. What was that game?
A race game
Oh.
with a wheel.
We
Oh,
just,
the
we're just
the
the
big
mono
one?
wheels.
Mono wheels. I would have just gone for Mario Kart. Mono kart, just made it 4 wheels. Really makes no sense.
Mono.
Where everyone's sick with the kissing
Coughing.
disease.
Yeah. Was that true? Is that how you got mono?
That's how, yeah, we just make out.
I don't
so-
know.
Kissing?
I never got it.
It's obviously transmitted that way, but what is mono exactly? I never looked into it. They say
I
you have
never
it for a
got it.
very long time.
Yeah, I had mono senior year in high school, I think.
My brother
I was
had
out
it
for
once.
months.
Really?
Yeah. It's craziness.
Just really sick.
That
I
sounds
guess.
right. I can't
I don't
remember.
know.
I didn't fail out. I know a lot of people in my class who got mono, had to
I feel like he was out for
A lot
a
of
while.
people had
My
mono?
brother had it.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, it
Same
was like
thing.
they would always be like that.
Well, they were all
every year.
kissing
There'd
each
always
other,
be like
apparently.
one. There would be like that one person who was out for months with mono,
And you're like,
they had
"Oh
to
my God."
retake the year or something.
But you always thought different. I thought I knew them. They had mono.
God, I knew you.
But yeah, Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Crash Team Racing on PlayStation 1, made by Naughty Dog, was like at that point I thought better than Mario Kart 64. It was like just a
How
better game.
dare you.
It felt better. It played better. The Crash characters were.
I don't
good
remember that
enough.
one. If I played it.
PlayStation 1. It was great. And I think if we got Naughty Dog back in the game, or we got a developer who had the same talent as Naughty Dog,
Yeah.
Right.
I think it would be great to get another Crash Team Racing game in PlayStation VR, and we're basically giving us exactly what we're looking for,
Yeah.
the Mario Kart imitation game.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's make it in VR.
Just
Let's
give us
start
Mario
the petition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Can't do
pay
Mario Kart. This-
40 or
Here's
50
Mario
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd pay $60 if it was good enough.
If it was a smash hit, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Smash it.
Yep. Do you guys want your viewer takeover questions read on viewer takeover? Can I say takeover again?
Yeah.
Takeover.
How many
Then
Take over.
times can you say
Yeah.
take over?
also make sure you just leave your comment down below.
Backlog.
Anywhere.
Remember,
Anywhere
Please do.
you're on the honor system.
on any video, and hopefully I'll find it and maybe respond to you, and maybe not, but maybe it'll just end up in viewer takeover.
Yeah.
That's kind of how things work.
You never know.
Also, if you, I don't know if we said this or not, but Justin Parada obviously introduced the show this week. But
Yeah.
if you want your video to introduce next week or the
Yes.
week after, I don't know how many we have
Send
backlogged.
us some.
Please.
Please send us some to withoutparole@gmail.com, and who knows?
We like when you guys take over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
We're being
that wrap up?
submissive.
The take
Does
over.
that wrap up the takeover?
Wrapped up the takeover.
Suppose it does. For the Midnight Games Cast, I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Michelle, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Meow.
There's a lot of meows.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. You don't remember that, Michelle?
Meow. Meow. Meow.
There you go.
I was just watching you guys do it.
That was-
I like that. I like that. Cafe,
Something
please
to
deliver. Yeah.
Well, the commercial didn't work because all we got is the song. What was it?
I like.
Kibbles and
I
bits.
like
Kibbles and-
chicken.
no,
I like
kibbles and bits.
liver.
That-
Yes.
Meow mix. Meow mix. Please
Kitty and
deliver.
bits.
Meow mix.
Meow mix.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we
I just
can.
had to get there.
Because the other one was
How'd I
kibbles
get
and bits and bits and bits.
I don't know that one.
For dogs instead of.
Dogs
Oh.
instead of cats.
All right.
Bacon.
It's
Bacon.
bacon.
Just bacon. I just remember bacon.
It
Yeah.
is. The show is definitely.